Today's tale is like a wild ride, goggle flying off and a right foot meeting a stern. Although he's in pain, like he just stubbed his toe, he didn't step back. He drowned that pain in booze and jumped back on the bike, ready for action. But this made Eddie, who couldn't wait to hop on, furious as the race heated up. Walter finally caught up to the Indian racer in the third lap and decided to give a dose of their own medicine, giving him a kick. Now the Indian bike is out of the race, but the battle off the track wasn't as fun. Indian's boss, Hendy, wasted no time. He pulled a fast one, luring dealers with shiny bonuses, as long as they didn't sell Harley bikes. That's a deal. Before long, Walter, nursing his injuries, snagged the trophy while everyone celebrated around him. Charlie spilled the beans about the injustice he saw, igniting Walter's wrath instantly. That sarcasm was like pouring gasoline on a fire, and furious Walter launched a kick at Hendy. He let it all out, but this made the dealers turn on them, leaving just 11 supporters. This race was quite a gratitude boost, bringing some warmth to the crowd's hearts. As for the meaning of this event, it was all about adding more gratitude in everyone's hearts. They ended up with just 11 dealer contracts, while the Indian casually snagged hundreds. For the newly established Harley, this was undoubtedly a painful lesson indeed. Just as tensions were rising with disputes, a businessman waltzed in and changed the game. He announced a groundbreaking race, a 60-degree sloped wooden track, minimum speed of 120 horses, and no brakes allowed. Despite the risks, thousands of biker enthusiasts gathered, a great chance for Harley to shine. But Davidson thought it was akin to a death wish, especially since Walter's leg was still healing. In the heat of debate, Eddie stepped up, offering to replace the injured Walter, but Walter flat out rejected him. He'd rather suffer than let his friend risk making Eddie think Walter feared outshining. Angered, Eddie chose to leave Harley, and in a twist, Walter sneaked in to represent the company. To his surprise, on race day, Walter spotted Eddie on an Indian bike. They exchanged smiles and no hard feelings. Because he understood Eddie just wanted to prove himself, and with the referee's whistle, riders shot off like arrows toward that 60-degree slope. To gain enough centrifugal force, riders raced at full speed, but two collided, left in suspense. This scene made Harley and the gang outside sweat bullets, but Walter and Eddie stayed way ahead. By the second lap, some bikes couldn't take it, blowing up, and the crowd's screams echoed everywhere. Riders got more hyped up, but in the third lap, Walter and Eddie were neck and neck, twisting the throttle to the max. They didn't notice the rescue crews ahead, and when Harley and Davidson got to the scene, tragedy struck. Eddie tragically passed away, leaving Walter drowning in guilt. If only he hadn't raced, perhaps this tragedy wouldn't have happened. After Eddie's funeral, they slammed this break less dangerous sport in the papers, declaring Harley's permanent exit. They also cut ties with all the dealers supporting the races, and sales started to plummet. However, plenty still loved their brand's spirit of freedom, and so 8 years rolled by. During this time, all 3 founders married and had kids, but fate loves to test people. In April 1917, the U.S. declared war on Germany, drafting men aged 18 to 30, causing a major talent drain in factories. To make matters worse, the government prohibited non-essential industries from using fuel, deepening Harley's crisis. As despair set in, Walter spotted a glimmer of hope and proposed teaming up with the military. The plan was to provide sturdy military bikes, but Harley thought he just wanted to cash in on the war. Davidson was furious, arguing with Walter, as his brother had been paralyzed by war injuries. That military corporation, the firm faced bankruptcy, leaving Harley only his brother to vent to. But his silent brother suddenly spoke, emphasizing a good bike's cruciality for soldiers. Little did they know, while submitting their proposal to the military, their old rival Indian shared similar ideas. After fierce competition, the general decided to procure 35,000 bikes from the stronger Indian firm, and Harley only got a measly 5,000. But Davidson didn't lose heart. He quickly whipped out his military bike designs, and their clever features immediately impressed the general. Meanwhile, the unprepared Indian boss could only babble empty words to showcase his company's designs. Davidson quickly devised a countermeasure, promising the general free after-sales service. They even set up a motorcycle school in the military, training soldiers on bike maintenance with Harley experts. After all, minor faults could potentially sway the course of the battle at any moment on the battlefield, and indeed, this promise caused the general's eyes to light up with interest. Ultimately, the general decided to pull 15,000 from the Indian order for Harley, with a promise of more if they performed well. Although Walter was frustrated, feeling it was a losing deal in those turbulent times, Harley found a glimmer of a berth.